Hey yo, what's up? It's the it's the MongolianGamerCast with all the big gamers here, all the big gamers queer, all the big gamers chilling and vibing all around here. Um, we got a returner from a previous episode, previous 2 episodes if you count the snippet episode. We got the big man himself, Dawson Ming. His message notification actually just came up at the top of the screen a second ago, so you guys should have seen that.
D's Mutts, and welcome to the Mongolian Gamercast.
Yeah.
Right now, as we're just chilling around here, you know, all of us, just everyone, big chilling around here.
We're blossoming.
Oh, blooming.
We're blooming, we're zooming.
Speaking of blooming, I came up with a decent combo for the bloom fruit the other day.
Alright. We've already moved on to One Piece conversation. Let's go. So, what's your bloom fruit?
I was like, okay.
Wait. This is the one that Robin has, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So like
already established devil fruit. I want to preface that.
A very well known, very beautiful fucking devil fruit. Dude, that fucking ability is wild. The ability to bloom any part of your body anywhere you want, right?
Yeah, and also make big versions of it.
Yeah, she can do that now, can't she?
Dude, she can make big.
Because she like.
Oh my God, Mommy Robin can make big thighs and feet and
because
and
she
butt
like combines all of her
and
fucking
boobs and oh my God.
Mommy Chumber.
Mommy Chumber. I want to explain one thing here, guys. We just dropped a little word that's already been established in our vocabulary for a while now, but you guys wouldn't understand it. So what chumber is I think actually it was me. One time I was trying to say chopper and I literally just went like chumber, and it stuck. It stuck for the longest time ever, and now it's like an established word in our vocabularies. It's in our dialect.
Yeah, sometimes I chumber at work, and
sometimes I be yelling, "Big chumber!
Big Chumber!
Large chumber!" But yeah, that's just kind of an established thing. So, yeah. Well, what's your bloom fruit idea? We gotta get back on big topic.
But what the fuck is that other fruit? Imagine Magellan's fruit, right?
Yeah, the poison fruit.
The poison fruit. Imagine having both of those. Like, your body is made out of poison, and you could literally form your body anywhere. So let's say I have the tip of my finger form in, like, the back of your throat, and then just turn it into poison.
Oh.
Like, I could fuck some dudes. And Robin is already a perfect assassin with that ability.
Yeah, with the hands appearing behind someone's neck and just like instant break.
Or right between Frankie's.
Dude, when Robin ended Water 7, as I'll call it,
by jerking Frankie off.
Yeah, dude. No, you know what's fucked up though is that I've only ever seen one porn image where it is pretty much that concept of like that moment in Water 7 with Robin grabbing the balls and like squeezing. I've seen that porn concept of someone going like, and with the other hand she's like fucking jerking him off. I've only ever seen that in like one porn image. I'm gonna say this, guys. This is gonna be a very degenerate podcast because we both watch hentais and porns and all kinds of nasty, fucking horrible, like degenerate, non-Christian things like that. So yeah, but essentially, we're about to hit you with the audio form of the podcast. We're about to hit you with the intro. All right, guys. So yeah, that was our intro, and
oh yeah.
Let me get in on this.
Oh shit, dude.
Bruh.
Let me look through here.
Oh Lord, Jesse made another one.
Oh Lord, Jesse made another one. You stupid. What's 9 plus 10? 21. You stupid.
I just wanna point out like how many levels of retarded this is right now. We are screen recording an already screen recorded video. Like, like at this point, we're going levels of these nuts.
You stupid. They're not. What's 9 plus 10? 21. You stupid. Oh my God! Why am I driving like a fucking idiot? Fuck off!
God. All right. Have we played like every sound yet? Not every sound. We haven't.
These nuts.
So today I'm avid.
Stop. Enhance the image.
My God.
There's a sniper on the roof.
That video is classic. Like, look. I'm gonna say this. The top of the clock, top of the hour. Topic number 2. Sniper on the roof. Yeah, the Marina Joyce situation. So when everyone thought that girl was kidnapped, and this whole thing back in like 2016, it was literally like mid to end. It was like August. It was like end of July to August of 2016, and I'm giving you context. Is everyone on YouTube was making videos about this girl named Marina Joyce because people started making up, not really making up, a lot of people were just worried because she was acting weird in videos. She had these like really weird mannerisms. A lot of people thought she was like kidnapped by someone and like being forced to make videos and shit. And like she was, I don't know, there's just a lot of like weird shit, the way she would act in her videos and stuff. But that turned into like a whole thing of people making a lot of videos about her. But then it also turned into this thing of like people making memes about it and shit, of course, because like when a lot of people start getting superstitious on YouTube, of course, it's going to be like the people that make the
Somebody's
jokes.
Somebody's got to crack a lighthearted joke every once in a while.
Yeah, someone's got to crack a little sniper on the roof every once in a while. But like, no, this video is classic just because it gives me so much nostalgia. But how I found this meme was through a Pyrocynical video. When Pyro made his video on the Marina Joyce situation, he literally put that clip in the video, and it's one of the funniest Pyro jokes ever. Dude. Yeah, I think we have one more sound to play.
Yeah, sure. Step aside, kid. We're not.
That one. Mike Wazowski. Yeah, whatever, kid. That's a fucking good one. Okay. Now it's time to move on to a damn good topic. All right. So, what I gotta talk about, what I need to talk about. Black Midi, new Black Midi album. This section is pretty much gonna be me talking about the new Black Midi album at Dawson and just explaining to him how good it is and how great it is. On one of the previous episodes, I already shouted out the new Black Midi album, but that was like a day after it came out. I was literally like a day after it had dropped, and I'd only sat with it for a day. It has currently been 5 days since that shit dropped. I've sat with it for a few days, and these are like my full-on thoughts now after that I've practically analyzed the album and like looked at it like a fucking investigator. So, how I feel about this album, it's so fucking good. It sounds great. It's probably one of the best. It's one of the top 3 albums that Black Midi has ever dropped.
It easily takes top 3, dude.
Bro, it takes one of the top 3 albums Black Midi has ever dropped.
I haven't listened to all of the new one.
Yeah, Hellfire.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should do that tonight, sometime after the podcast, honestly. But yeah, I guess I'll explain the album to you in like a weird way before we listen to it, so you have this like weird like basis to go in on. So the album's called Hellfire, and the first song, Hellfire, is practically about ways people die, and the transition that your body takes while going through this journey into Hellfire, into hell itself. And it very much lives off of like thoughts that hell is real, you know what I mean? Like the whole album sets up, but I don't know, it doesn't really set it up like a religious hell. There isn't really big religious connotations except for one song. It's more like it's more like hell is just the setting, and this is where these people are going after they die because of the actions they made in life. It's not really like the Christian religious hell and all the sins that go into that. It's more of just like generalized. It very much feels like yet another location in this Black Midi universe, just like how Schlagenheim, just how Schlagenheim is a city in Black Midi's universe where some stories take place, or stories take place near Schlagenheim, coming to Schlagenheim. Shit like that. It feels like another location, but everything is all centralized as this place that you go after you live. But every song just like lives off of this you live and you die atmosphere. You live, you die, and you go to hell for your actions kind of atmosphere, and that's painted perfectly in literally every single song. You have the first full song, Sugar / Zoo, which paints the picture of a boxing match going on between Sun Sugar and Sun Zoo, two boxers, and this whole boxing match, you know, they're beating the fuck out of each other, and the story goes into, it switches perspectives to a little kid with a gun who walks up to the front of the crowd, shakes hands with Sun Sugar, and then when he turns around, he shoots him in the back. These are like, I'm practically quoting the lyrics, because they're very direct with it. And this child becomes like the tabloid's youngest convict and all this kind of shit, but like that's what I mean is like it's all about characters that are gonna eventually go to hell for their actions. Like in Eat Men Eat, it's practically all about two characters that escape from a mine that is all dedicated to this dude turning everyone into wine, like cannibalizing them and turning their bodies into wine with poison that makes their stomach acids bubble and shit. Yeah. It's like that's what Eat Men Eat is about, and that's another character, like the captain, he's another character that will end up in hell. And it's another song that literally directly says the word hell multiple times. 3 long nights in this place we call hell. But like, and then another character, the next song, Welcome to Hell, it's less about portraying hell, and it's more about portraying war as hell, because the whole song is about one character, Private Tristan Bongo. He is forced into war through a draft, most likely, and has to do unspeakable things that he can't live with, and it destroys him. The song right after that, Still, is definitely, it's the one song that I'm still confused actually on how it fits into the narrative of the Hellfire aspect, because really the song at the end of the day just feels like a relationship that was once a beautiful thing turned maybe toxic, and it ended, and you're sad that it ended, but you also know that it had to end. That's kind of what that whole song feels like. It's a beautiful song. Still is amazing. It's one of my favorite songs on the album, but I don't exactly know how it fits into the Hellfire context, but it could in some ways when it comes to like toxic relation, the almost toxic feeling part of the relationship aspect of the track. But it also does just kind of feel like a track that they put into the album for like a chill moment. But right after that you go into Halftime, which is a little interlude. It's a little interlude. Here, I'll actually play it right now for you, because there's a few Easter eggs, but it's only like 27 seconds, so I feel good playing it because it's not even really a song. But yeah, it's a little interlude that kind of like caps off practically the middle half of the album.
That was 8 weeks in May by the Orange Street Boys. Keep that dial locked to 66.6 Hellfire with yours truly, Radio Raheem. Next up, a song like no other. Listen to this.
All right. So yeah, that was the interlude halftime, and what that is, it's just a little middle capper to the album. It's the little thing that transitions into the song the race is about to begin. But there's a few funny little references. This is really less about the narrative aspect of the album, and it's more of just like the funny little references that I've found in that 27-second track, and it's there's two. So the first one that I'll bring up is the dude calls himself Radio Rahim. And also 66.66 Hellfire Radio. Like, that was the name of it. That's a funny little, like, nod to, like, oh, the album Hellfire 6.66 Hellfire Radio, and, that kind of shit. It's a fun little thing. But, the one main thing that I took out of that little part, and I love that they put it in there, is, Radio. I was gonna say Radio Rahim. That's a reference to. There's this old fucking movie. I can't even remember the name or anything, so it's kind of stupid to bring it up. But Radio. There's a dude in this movie, and he was a DJ on the radio, and he called himself Radio Rahim. And a lot of people are thinking that it might be reference to that, but who knows? But the main reference that I love in that is that they say that was something in Maine by the Orange Tree Boys, and I'm a pretty big Black Midi fan, so I know a lot of like Black Midi deep cut stuff, and one of them is how Black Midi usually has an artist. You okay there, buddy? You okay? Okay, so the Orange Tree Boys is funny to me because Black Midi usually whenever they do a concert live show or performance, anything like that, before they go on, they'll usually have an act that plays before them. They'll usually have some other band play for them that they're like into and shit like that, or just another group. They've even had like rap artists and like just like different kinds of people that'll play the concert before them. They've even had like Injury Reserve do it. But one time, actually 2 times, they did it first at Levitation Fest, and they did it on some kind of they did it at another festival. But one time Black Midi themselves came out on stage as the Orange Tree Boys, and they played blues music instead of like math rock / prog rock. They played blues music, and it's great. I'll have to show you their live performance after we do this podcast, but it was fucking awesome. But there's like the story of the Orange Tree Boys is that they do blues music. They come from Las Vegas, Nevada, and they canonically died in a plane crash on their way back from Miami, Florida. So the Orange Tree Boys are technically like dead. But yeah, they that's a great little reference.
I feel Black Midi is paying their respects to them.
Yeah, to the Orange Tree Boys. Rest in peace, the Orange Tree Boys.
Rest in peace, the Orange Tree
They
Boys.
never even made their first studio album.
May they rest in Schlegenheim.
Yeah, may they rest in Schlegenheim or Hellfire or wherever they're going.
Hellfire. Can we talk about Blame Fire for a second? Blame Fire.
Okay, yeah, we can talk about Blame Fire. So there's this heat-ass track called Blame Fire, and I can't even remember who it's by.
Yeah, no.
Fuck, dude, it's, is his name like Petite Noir? I think it might actually be.
No, both of us looking up.
Blame Fire. Yeah, Petite Noir. Started with a goal and a big dream.
That's all you get.
Oh, got him. So blame fire.
Blame Fire.
Blame fire. No, Blame Fire is just a really good song. A funny little thing.
No, like, ties. There's no reason that I brought it up other than talking about Hellfire fire. I got like baby Dumbo brain, so I was like, blame fire.
Blame fire. But yeah, it's pretty. Blame Fire is just a nice little song by Petite Noir. Petite Noir also has a really good song with Danny Brown that you should check out. That's my Petite Noir plug. Back to the Black Midi. So right after you get past halftime, the funny little interlude with the Orange Tree Boys reference in it, you get into The Race Is About to Begin. That song, 7 minutes 16 seconds long, is a lot of things, and it's gonna be kind of hard to explain it, but I can tell you the story. It won't be too hard, but there's gonna be a lot of things that I have to bring up. I'll talk about the music itself first. So, The Race Is About to Begin is like super fucking sporadic, and Greep is singing probably the fastest I've ever heard him sing over a Black Midi song, and The Race Is About to Begin. Like, he does 2 verses. So there's one verse where it's like, it's probably like 150 plus words said in like the course of like 3 minutes. But like, I don't know, like said over the course of like a minute and a half, because there's a lot of instrumental like breaks, and like, I don't know, I think the vocals stop about like 5 minutes in, and I think the last 2 minutes of the track are like an instrumental based, but like, yeah, there's a whole section of that song that is just one wild ass long stringed verse that has there's a lot of references in there, but like, look, it is one of the best performed Black Midi songs, I'll say that. I'm not sure if it's going to be one of my big favorites for the album, but it probably is, I'll say that too. But here's to go into explaining the story of this. So, I think the first half of the song, I mean, takes place, the song is mainly about Private Tristan Bongo again, from Welcome to Hell, the person that got drafted and forced into the war and had to do unspeakable things that he didn't want to do. And I think so. The first like 4 verses of the song, I think it portrays that he was into gambling a little bit before, like a little bit. He was into gambling a little bit too much before the war, but then the second half, after the first 2 lines, I think that's when you transition to him after the war, and this is him coping with gambling to like all of his PTSD from the war, because in The Race Is About to Begin, it portrays him being like really enamored about the race before it happens, and it portrays a lot of like different little references. Like, they give each horse, they name off each horse, and the one that he bets on is Mrs. Gonorrhea. One of the horses' name is the Clap. That's real.
Yo.
That. Did you just make the sun? Did you just make the sun?
Look how many fucking.
Bruh.
Dude, I've been going hard in Little Alchemy.
Yeah, this dude has. Which one are you playing? Little Alchemy 2?
I'm playing Little Alchemy 1.
Oh hell yeah! No, yeah, you're going really hard. He has 181 out of the 580 items total that you can find.
Gold. What the fuck?
182 actually just made gold. So everybody give him a pat on the back. Please like the video and get it to 1 million views.
Yeah, let us get it to 1 million views, and I will. You know what? I'll start my own Twitch just to get to 1 million views. Which I should.
We'll start our own band called the Mongolian Tree Boys, and we'll. Oh, bruh. Okay, so the Race Is About to Begin pretty much portrays like Private Tristan Bongo's gambling addiction with horse races. But oh yeah, we'll get to that after the album talk. We'll get to that. I'm trying to spread topics hard right now. So yeah, hey
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
You stop that. You fucker. You stop that shit,
You fucker.
You stop that, you fucker.
You suck that, you fucker.
So yeah,
Suck that.
The Race Is About to Begin pretty much is all about a horse race, and a few different characters are like involved with it, but it's mostly about Tristan Bongo and his like gambling addiction. And the first half of the race like portrays this like before the race even happens, it portrays this like imagery of him being excited for the race, him like he wants Mrs. Gonorrhea to win, the horse that he's voting on. They give you like all the names of the different horses. One of them is like Sun Tzu. One of the horses is like Mrs. Gonorrhea. Some of the other horses are like the Clap and like Four Eyes, and some other, there's some like other like horse names and shit, and they're really like, he's like paid attention to the horses and stuff. But then when the race begins, the last line that you get before the race ends is him being distracted by a blonde girl in the stand. And then after that, you get into the longest verse of the song, where it's like the like full 2 minutes where Jordy is just like singing at like full speeds. And this is where you get into like Tristan Bongo, like after the war, and how bad his gambling addiction is. You get these like, he talks about the race has just ended and the winner has been decided, like that kind of shit. And then you just go into this immediate like him talking about his life, how he lives in a shack, he has no friends, he has no neighbors, as he lives out in the fucking sticks in a shack because he doesn't even have a cabin because he just spends all of his money on gambling. And like, it pretty much just portrays this man like gambling. But there's so many like references to it. Like he says there's a reference back to Sugar / Zoo, because he says the hometown of the late Sun Sugar. And the late Sun Sugar, because Sun Sugar was the one who was shot by the child in Sugar / Zoo. And he also talks about he talks about at one point where he lives, or he used to live north of Salafacium, which is a town in the song Hogwash and Boulder Dash from Black Midi's second album, Cavalcade. And then he also says, but north of Schlagenheim, which obviously Schlagenheim being their first album and the location of their first album. And then he also brings up some new cities like Sunturium and Sunsurium, like two different cities that he lives near, but they're like further away from Schlagenheim or Salafacian. It's like The Race Is About to Begin is a literal Black Midi lore song. Like, it's just opening up the lore more of this Black Midi universe. We're bringing up Schlagenheim, we're bringing up Salafacium, new towns, the late Sun Sugar's home. Some of the horses are named after like characters that we've already seen. There's at one point where he's talking about characters from a song that I haven't even gotten to yet, because it's the song right after this. And then it's a whole Black Midi lore song. It's fucking amazing. Alright, moving on to the next track, because I've been talking about The Race Is About to Begin for too fucking long. I've been talking about it for like 9 minutes now. Fucking, let me open up the album so I can jog my memory of what comes after The Race Is About to Begin. Dangerous Liaisons. Okay, Dangerous Liaisons is... it's about a farm man who is tasked by like the mafia, some like weird mysterious mafia man, to assassinate someone, and it's him having to do that and him going through that and just like his story, and it just leads again yet into another character that will end up in Hellfire, in hell. After that there is The Defense, which is about a priest who has a bunch of nuns in his church, and he sells them off for prostitution. It's like the lowest form of someone going to hell in this fucking album, I swear. Like, there's a few really good lines in The Defense about prostrate, supreme, well-groomed, divine, but find me a Christian who spends as much time on their, like, a brothel is a business no different than a bank, as safe and as formal as sanitary. My girls are all destined for hell, and or so says our priest, but find me a Christian who spends as much time on their knees. Closer to God, they honor his glory in the best way. There's lines like that. Like, it's pretty much just about prostitutes. And yeah, but now we're moving on to the last song of the album, and this is where the Black Midi conversation will soon end. But man, do I have to go on about this song for a while. 27 questions. So the song starts, I think how it starts is portraying someone who's on their way to this bar, and they're talking about how all their friends told them that this dude was a really good act before the war, and that he was really popular and that you need to go see him. So he goes to this bar, he sees him. The second verse goes into describing the scenery of the bar. There's pimps and sleazy people, but they're still like well-groomed and nice and rich-looking people around this whole bar. There's a whole different group of characters around this whole bar. Sleazy to non-sleazy. Formal to non-formal. Poor to rich. Those kind of groups they're all there. And to see this man, who is Freddie Frost, and he is there to give his last will on stage. The third verse sets up that there's a picture of him. They're playing a little movie of what he used to be like. There's a golden coffin on stage that he is going to play in front of. They have pictures all on the stage of him when he was younger. And what I think it sets up is I think that Freddie Frost is going to give his last performance / his last will on stage before he dies on stage. And they really portray this, like, I'll pull up the lyrics because they're very descriptive, they're very good. But yeah, you go into this, there's they even talk about how his daughters are up there with him, and like weird, like a whole bunch of weird shit like that. But then you go into the fourth verse. 2 hours went by and his 65 daughters who told through opera of all his life's importance. Yeah, like they're talking, and like his daughters are up on stage before he gets on. They're singing an opera about his life, and then he gets on and he looks like this. He looks like this mummified man, as they describe him. Like Mr. Frost emerged into the racing beat. He danced with vital energy of a newborn chimp. He spun, he spun, he spun, he spun, he spun, spun, and spun. Hopelessly wrinkled and by no means thin, he soon became dizzy, regained his composure, and started to sing. Right? That's how they end the fourth verse, and this is when you go into the fifth verse, which is where Mr. Frost is directly singing. This is where the song changes over from the perspective of describing the room around Mr. Frost and to Mr. Frost's, like, Freddie Frost's perspective. And I'm just gonna read out this whole verse. This would be way easier to describe. Thank you for listening. I won't be too long. Just 27 questions to finish this song. Does there exist a marriage that can survive castration? A future where a man can go a year without hydration? Is grass ever greener? Is the will really free? Is it only black you see when you join the deceased? Will I forever be a mediocrity, a hideous glut with trembling knees? In death will I see the girls of daydreams, intangibly dressed, invisibly seamed? Will the sun burn out? Will my corpse grow a beard? Will my house be kept? Will my sperm be reared? My last shot at the big time posthumous paste? Will I find a home or go to waste? In heaven do the morals of earth still stand? Or can I bridge the gap twixt beast and man? Is there such a thing as universal truth? Any lost secret to eternal youth? Do nuns fornicate? And do scientists pray? Is a sin committed every moment of every day? That's not quite 27, but my chest feels awfully tight. So thank you for listening. Good night, good night, good night. And then you immediately go into where the instrumental changes back to the sporadic stuff, but even more sporadic than the first half. And this is where you get the last verse. Freddie Frost blew up to the size of a hot air balloon, red as all hellfire and loud as Satan's siren, and he wheezed and moaned in pain as he rose. but we all just laughed at the sad old oaf and laughed all the way home. All right, that's the very last verse of the album. And I think what that portrays is Freddie Frost dies on stage. He gives his last will, and then he dies on stage. But the bigger thing that I'm going to talk about with this song is I think it's the perfect closer because of the atmosphere it paints. It paints this place where all different likes of people are sitting in this bar to watch Freddie Frost give his last will and testament. And I genuinely think that this song is supposed to take place in hell, in the Hellfires. And I imagine that all of the characters from previous Black Midi songs and like all of these random people would be here in this bar living their lives, like drowning their sorrows in most likely booze and the music of Freddie Frost while he gives his last will on stage. He gives it his all. And yeah, I don't know, the album is fucking, like, it's great, man. I love it. And I'm already feeling like it's maybe gonna be my album of the year, but I need to spend more time with it, obviously. But yeah, it's fucking awesome. Also, one little thing, I think how I'm gonna end it off is I'll say this. That's not quite 27. Yeah. It's not quite 27, actually, because he actually only asked 21 questions.
Yo, call him out on that shit.
To be exact. No, I mean, the Genius page has already done it. Alright. That's end of the Black Midi segment. Now, we move on to our last segment before we end out the podcast. Because we've been going for a good 36 minutes right now. We've been running strong. But here's the last topic. It is time to, on live podcast, make a Twitch account with Dawson.
And
then he's gonna stream on this account. Okay. So we're thinking of giving him an Andy nickname.
just like, yeah, old fuck you, get back here.
Frosty Andy.
Frosty Andy.
I don't know, do you like it?
Oh, I loves it.
Where'd
Where'd you get Frosty? Wait.
Freddie Frost. I was thinking about Black Midi. Frosty Andy 333.
Yeah, that's perfect, because that's only half of a fucking 666.
Yeah, honestly. Perfect. Alright. You set your password. We don't have to say that out loud on the podcast. You can just set your password and just do what you gotta do, you know, something you'll remember.
Dude, this fucking phone
One more night in Absalom. I got it rolling. I got it running, baby.
Oh.
Why are you starting a new email right now? Doesn't it already exist? Just
Dude, what the
yeah. Oh shit, guys, he's gonna set his Twitch bio, but without hate speech, because I've already given him the notice. Oh shit, he's doing it. Oh my god. I know Twitch is gay. I'll say that. I'd much rather be streaming on another website, but Twitch is like the only good one at the moment. That and YouTube Live, but YouTube Live is kind of like, eh. It's like, I don't know. It's like where Ludwig streams, so like you don't want to be like Ludwig. No, I'm just kidding. I'd love to be like Ludwig, rich. Have a girlfriend named QD Cinderella. Yeah. No, I'd like to be like Ludwig. That'd be pretty cool. Have a game show called Mogul Money. I actually like Mogul Money. Mogul Money's cool. But, cutting it down? Oh, he's cutting it down!
I'm cutting it down!
I'm cutting it down!
I'm cutting it down!
I'm cutting it down! Yo, actually, well, Twitch channel's been done. Guys, guys, this is gonna be a little advertisement. Follow his Twitch channel, Frosty Andy 333. to get streams every once in a while, because he's going to start streaming soon, and it's going to be epic. I want you guys to follow him. I love you guys, alright? I love you guys. But, I think I have the perfect topic for us to end it out on. As we're reaching the minute 40 mark, and I feel obligated to do this. Oh, that's something that I forgot to do. Get Chris Chan sounds. But that's what I was gonna say. We should talk about Chris Chan for the ending topic.
Yeah, like.
But we need to. One thing to improve the podcast is for our sound bites. We need to get Chris Chan sound bites. Like.
Can we really, Papa?
Oh, we really can, Papa. But yeah. So Chris Chan, as what you know so far about Chris Chan. How do you feel about this this fucking man-child, as I'm gonna call him?
Well, I know he's a fucking degenerate gambler. And, I know that the red string of fate didn't always go his way.
The red string with a rock tied to it that he would run around the mall, most likely swinging it above his fucking head at people. No, I'm just kidding.
Fishing for innocent young girls trying to enjoy their time with friends at the mall.
Yeah, dude, 18 to 20-year-old boyfriend for girls.
Yeah, 18 to 20-year-old boyfriend, Greek girls. Who'd never smoked weed or drank alcohol.
Pure. Absolutely pure.
Yeah. They can't be fat either.
True.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was one of his,
Yeah, I think so.
They gotta be healthy. Oh, yeah? Christian Weston Chandler? Or Christopher Weston Chandler?
Christine Weston Chandler, even.
Dude, what the fuck is going on with Christian Weston Chandler?
Well, at this point, she's Magic Chan Sonichu. No, don't throw up yet. I can't wait for the Blackachu arc.
No, we're gonna not mention the Gooch Gash either. Like,
Gooch Gash. I mean, I will give him context at least. So one time, someone told Chris that he could gain a vagina by cutting his taint. So he cut a little bit of his taint. It got infected a little bit too. But yeah, he had a Gooch Gash for a while, which was pretty damn good. There's a picture of it out there too. It's fucking disgusting.
beautiful picture, actually. The thought of doing it is disgusting. The Gooch Gash actually...
Beautiful picture, actually. I'm pretty sure it was hugging multiple art galleries.
Yeah, you should have a friend of yours that's really good with the internet find that picture, because it's something worthwhile seeing.
You should have a friend that's really good at the internet. Look up www.meatspin.com. You spin me right around, baby, right? I wish I could show that on screen right now, but that one would get me flagged on the tube.
Hold on, what was that other one we went to the other day?
I've
only got hentai in my fucking shit.
The Pain Olympics? No,
yeah,
the BME Pain Olympics.
Yeah.
Dude.
I was so glad me and you were on the same page. Dude, the guy with the 2 glass screens and the fucking basically vice grips.
Oh my god, dude. That's like the scene in Casino when he puts the dude's head in. I'm gonna put your head in a fucking vice grip. I'm gonna put your head in a fucking vice grip.
No balls.
No.
D's nuts.
D's nuts. I'm gonna put your D's nuts in a fucking vice grip. Oh shit. I think that's a good place to end off our first official two boys.
This is the boys sitting down, the Mongolian Gamer Cast.
Yeah, this is the Mongolian Gamers Cast, dude. Rio Tinto's bottom up. Woo! I will show you these nuts. Here wait. We should end. We should sing a song to end the pod off on. Amazing is something just before you open up the door. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Let Mike's be in the fridge. They're hardest, then harder. Take a bad boy, make him drink 6 of them damn mics. Oh yeah.